Hey everybody, it's Business. Welcome back. I'm showing off a replay that I've had for a while. It's from October 6th, and there's a lot of Iowas in this match. And as you can see, whole hell of a lot of battleships in general. And I am uploading this for Thanksgiving. Should be a few days in a row of video content. Trying to clear out some of the inventory that I have of videos, and hope you're having a good Thanksgiving though. I'm just gonna sit back and chill with a bottle of wine and a New York strip, and probably watch Lord of the Rings or something, read a book, take it real easy this year. So, but yeah. Anyways, when it comes down to the Iowa, I've said it before. I do think this is the best all-round ship in the game. You can say that some of the other ships that are more powerful, such as the Montana, the Iowa, or not the Iowa, sorry, the Yamato. I think the Zhao definitely makes a case for itself that they could be better, but the fact that this is tier 9, it gets anywhere from tier 7 to tier 10 games. It's not as expensive as the aforementioned ships, and as far as the initial cost and of course the running costs, there's a lot going for this ship, and when you can do well in this ship, it's like, I don't know, it just feels really good when things start to connect with this ship, and feels the way it should. Some of the other ships feel so much more random. it I honestly feel like, for the most part, the Iowa is relatively consistent. I would say on the upper end of the scale of consistency in terms of the dispersion and whatnot. Obviously, there are times when you're not going to be able to hit shit, and that happens with all the battleships. And of course, that's that's obviously not fun for anybody, but it just seems like more often than not, you're able to have your average damage up and like be really high. And some people tend to think that the ships should be staying in the back, of course, doing this and that. That's not where you're going to do your damage, and there's just too much time for your targets to be able to react to the incoming shells. For long range fighting to be where it's at. It's definitely in the 15 kilometer and under range, because if you catch somebody turning broadside and you're 12, 13 kilometers away from them, holy crap, are you going to make them pay for it. And our first victim today will be another Iowa. So this guy, when he pops up here in a second, I'm assuming he was disconnected, or something happened. He went AFK. Regardless, he's just a sitting duck, and it really sucks when this happens. You already saw that with that Minakaze on the Season 2 ranked video. So the poor guy disconnected, and it was very clear. But he's still a target, and I still got a sense of fire in against him. So I'm pulling back around the other way, because obviously we're going to have to go back and defend our cap, but land a nice 35,000 damage salvo as a parting gift, and I'll leave that target to other teammates here, try to respond to this threat. Whoever is actually the battleship at the bottom of the map on the J line, he's got some balls. Just pay attention as the video goes on. Just take a look at where he's at in relation to not only the enemy ships that are coming around the corner, like this Pensacola and the Mogami and the two Iowas and the Tirpitz behind him, but also you have to consider that the Fletcher is right in front of him pretty much the whole time. So I don't get these citadels, but I'll take 13,000 damage. The important part is making that Pensacola and any other ships that push out turn away and not fire at the New Orleans that's up front and in the cap here. Keeping him alive is my priority right now. and that's because if he spots the destroyer, like he's the best chance we have to take him out, at least in this immediate group here. So I land a couple citadels against the Mogami. He's gonna start turning away, and we have the battleship starting to creep out a little bit. So somewhere down there that I just called out on the map, and there goes the Mogami. And here I was initially going to fire at the Pensacola, but I saw that he was likely starting to turn away, and I didn't want to waste my salvo, so might as well focus on the enemy battleships that are available to me here. To be honest, I fully expected my shots to end up hitting the edge of the island there, and manage another citadel and a few penetrations, so that's good. Already at 100,000 plus damage in the first, what, like 5 salvos or something, so that's a pretty damn good ratio. Now, at this point, I'm already anticipating the enemy torps coming in. This is the whole paranoid thing that I've mentioned a few times lately in some of the videos. This is the type of crap that scares the hell out of me. I hate coming around an island and knowing that there's a destroyer in the vicinity with a wide spread of torps like that. That just, hey. But luckily he's launching them from far away that, you know, we have enough of a gap between the torpedoes to be able to evade them if we need. He's launching the widespread just to try to control us, and luckily it's not working. So one of the very few cases that it doesn't work. And actually, I can't even, like, now that I think about it, I'm not sure of how many times that's ever happened. Usually a Fletcher, a Shimikaze, a Gearing, you know, that sort of thing. They can really control the movements quite a bit, and this Tirpitz, I don't know what the hell he was thinking by coming out this way. I guess he was trying to catch somebody off guard with those torps, but he goes down. And again, you see that smoke cloud down there, and our battleship that's on the J line, he's charging right for him. So yeah, just ridiculous, man. Got some balls doing that. Unfortunately, you could see the red triangle there. There's torps coming in for him. We've got the 2 Iowas right here off to my port side, and trying to get in a position where I'm not exposing the massive citadel that this ship has. And I will say that is by far the biggest weakness that this ship has. Same with the Montana, is the size of the ship and the armor. It's really not that good. You know, it can definitely get taken out by lower tier battleships without much fuss at all if you get a side shot. And in respect to the torpedo bulges too, they don't seem to work very well. I wish that was kind of one thing that this ship had a little better, and the Montana, I wish it had a lot better effectiveness against the torpedoes, because the Yamato, holy shit, that thing can take some damage. It just has these massive bulges that just, they really reduce the incoming torpedo damage quite a bit. So anyways, as far as our situation here is concerned, telling our New Orleans to just stay out of the fight. You know, this match can still go either way very quickly, especially with a destroyer in their backfield like that. So I'm just telling him to keep his points from going up on the board for them, and I'm trying to get in a position to where, you know, we can kind of handle this methodically, and I really don't want to get in a position where they can ram me. So I come to a halt pretty quickly here, and the whole point of this is to use their position against them. You can see how they're slightly offset. They're not like lined up very well. So that means that while the ship in front is closer to me, I have a better angle and shot at the ship in the back. And, you know, you'll see in a lot of respects. What I try to do is actually aim for the turrets, because I just knocked one out right there, and that's a game changer for a battleship that only has 3 turrets, because he just lost 33% of his firepower. And considering the position that he's in right now, it's actually 50% because he doesn't have his rear turret in the position to be able to fire. So cutting down the amount of damage that can come in against us is a huge factor. So we're in total control of this right now, and luckily those torpedoes were launched from just far enough away, because we would have ate some serious damage if those torpedoes had been any longer range at all. So I'm going to creep forward a little bit here, get the rear Iowa back in view, and I'm launching HE at him right now because I want to try to set him on fire. I want to try to make sure his repair party is on cooldown, and if it's if it is, then I want the damage to be racking up. And the thing is, I'm honestly really surprised every time I've watched this that the front Iowa didn't actually charge and ram me. That's my whole expectation, was that he would do that, and that's why I'm really glad that my teammates here were positioned in the way they were, because if I saw that happening, I would be reversing and we'd all have guns just plowing into this guy. He did lose a front turret as well, so now their combined strength is even less, and I'm going to start creeping forward here. The front one is still moving backwards, but the rear one starts moving forward, so that means I'm going to have a better angle at being able to hit him. I have AP loaded again, and you can see all that secondary fire. Holy shit, it's just flying all over the place. Nailed the rear Iowa, do some decent damage there, and boom, boom, they're gone. And you can see at the bottom right here, the one of the Iowas is turning away. He actually goes up against the Fletcher 1-on-1 and wins. Like, holy crap, that's really impressive. So props to him. But what a sight. A lot of Iowas. But I don't know. I love brawls like that. I hope you guys do too, because that's one of my favorite things in the game. Alright, and since I don't have a result screen for that match, and that's the end of this video, I hope you enjoy the Iowa being an Iowa, and a little banter afterwards too. But I'll see you here next time, guys, and take care.